Hi everyone, I'm just going to be playing through the Great Commission strategic card game. On this video I'm not going to teach how to play. If you want to watch one of our how to play videos you'll be able to gain that information. What I'm going to try and do is just play it as essentially as quickly as possible, but talking about what I'm going to do as I go through it. Now it says on here, Jews open to the gospel. That's the first event. Resistance of Jewish members is reduced by 1 each. My church is made, well, I've got Mary as my leader. She's good at praying. We've got Antioch of Pisidia, and its benefit is I get to ignore Jew and Gentile restrictions. We've got the boy, who's good for praying. Oh, and the teenager, who's good for praying. Oh, and the potter, who's good for praying. And the priest, who's good for intercession. He's got good faith. The elderly lady can turn activities into blessings, and the merchant can recover from people. Speaking of activities, I started with this one, which I'm going to use before I even do anything else, which is one that you spend to gain a blessing card. The blessing card which comes up is Divine Intervention. Churches with 7 spirit or more, which I have, are rewarded with an extra action, and every church gains 5 spirit. So straight out of the gate, that is an excellent start. I've got 3 actions to begin, and I'm on full health. Brilliant. It's good to start with an outreach, and because we're a mega prayer team, I reckon it'd be rude not to do some praying as well. These two have also got reasonably decent faith with 3. So, but outreach wise, why don't we, let's save Mary for praying. Let's use her. This is tricky. These guys are also great at praying. Let's use one of these guys. So that maybe is 3. What's he do? Gain 1. Okay, yeah, no, let's use him because normally he's really good. He gives an extra spirit, but I'm maxed out on spirit, so literally it won't help. So these 3 are going to go on outreach. 3, 3, 5. So they put throwing in 11. Resistance is reduced by 1 for Jews. So depending on how many cards I pull. So if I pulled, so let's say I pulled 3 cards, 11, and then I might be adding up to 3 if they're all Jews. I mean, it's a risky 3. Or I could go for a super safe 2. In fact, let's go for 2 because I've got that extra action. And sometimes it's better to just go steady because the bigger amount you pull in, the more trouble. And so even though I might be over-egging this one, which clearly I am because he's got 4 resistance, he's got 2, but both of them are reduced. So he's only, less. Point is, it's done even add up to 6. But the reason it's good to go for that is because I didn't bring in any trouble. So now I could potentially do another outreach. What I think I might do, because we've got 3 actions, is outreach, pray, outreach, recover, outreach, recover, pray. I could pray now with 4, and then I could recover. But it seems a shame because we've got this buff to outreach to not just absolutely hammer the outreach. So why don't I do... let's see. If I was to do an outreach and then... So it's either going to be outreach and recover or... outreach and pray if I left enough people. I wonder if I was to use her to make ready someone who's good at outreach, I could then, because what I'm trying to do is save myself having to do a recovery action on the round where the outreach is good. In fact, what if I was to do 2 outreaches but like small ones? I wanted to pray, but like I say, I just want to take advantage of this really. So what if I was to, put my big hitters with somebody medium, and actually do 3 outreaches. So let's go for Mary and the boy. So they're throwing down 9 faith. So go for a slightly risky 2. Okay, well he's 2, so that's good, and he's 5. So what did I say? 9. So that's it. That would push up to 7, but actually he comes down 1. So 6. So still is a trouble. That's frustratingly close, but still, not the end of the world. Maybe I should have put them in all together. It's hard to decide, because then if I'd have got, because I got 6 and I still ended up with a trouble, but if I'd have got 11, I still would have only got 1. So yeah, maybe this was a dumb idea. 7. So let's go for 1. Oh great, keyboard lost. And then should we go for a risky 2 or a safe 3? Let's go for a safe 1. Okay, super safe 1. Let's have it. 3. Alrighty, no trouble. So that's good, but that's a good start, because I've got all these people. 5. Wow, that is a good start. The reason it's good is next round I'm going to have 5 new people, even though everybody's down. I've got all these new people to go with, so this is actually a really good beginning. Next round I've got to have a look at some praying, I reckon. So this is a bad event. Oh, hold on, I skipped over. That's the troubles phase. So I need to take the damage from this, which puts me down to 6, and then take 1. All right. But now, whoops, no, we did it already. So what was it? Bested by spirits. Search the deck for 1 spiritual trouble. Place it face up. Okay, so we've just got to have a little look. Oh, that's spiritual. Okay, and that is, you cannot use outreach actions, so that's that's a problem I've got right now. Okay, well, that's that. So that's the event dealt with. The rest of the event phase is recover my leader, recover 6 points worth of people. So they're 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. So let's go for one of you guys, and no, I'm not going to be. It's going to be praying, aren't I? So might as well. So I've got 6. So yeah, if I go for you. Alrighty. Now let's bring in these guys. So we've got Sailor. We've got the Philosopher. He's 3. Pop in there. This guy, he's also 3. He's good for sin. Zealot gets rid of sin. We've also got this guy. He's a 3. He's good at reducing the cost of sins. Not sins, but troubles. And then this guy, he's got a 3 as well. So let's move these guys that way. I like to keep them in the order of recovery cost. He's good at praying. All right, well, let's see what happens if we absolutely hammer a prayer. So people who are particularly good at praying is you, because he's a 4th member, so I can stick in 4, and you. Those are our pray people. Okay, let's go around them. So Mary, when she prays, gives an extra blessing. All right, she's a 4th member, so let's just add 1 health. He recovers 1 member who up to level 4, so up to level 4. Should we get the priest or the old woman up? We're probably going to need a bit of wisdom, so let's maybe have her up. Then what else? He gives an extra point of health, so I'm on 8 already. That's nice. So I'm not going to bother taking any more points of health. There are 4 people praying. 1's accounted for. So I could take 3 more. So I'm actually getting 4 blessings. Yeah, that's right. Alrighty. So that's a gifting, healing. Good for exhausted people. This one is another gifting, good for intercessing against spiritual troubles, which is what we do have. This This is a miracle, so this is when you play from hand. Divine Reprieve, miracle. Play from hand. Protect one church from all spirit, loss, and trouble effects this round. Nice. Let's put that in my hand. This is a play from hand. Preserve one church from death throughout this round. Okay, so those are really good, nice, like defensive cards, effectively. Now, let's see. Let's put this on the old lady, because she's, reasonably likely to be used in intercession because her wisdom is 5. Although, to be fair, yeah, that's right. That's what I want to do. All right. This is good for healing. So I just want to put it on somebody who's going to get used a lot. Could put it on Mary. Let's put it on Mary. All right. But yeah, I've got nobody exhausted right now, so that's fine. Okay. So now let's have a think. What we want to do is so we've done a pray action. So we absolutely smashed some praying. We're back up on health. What we need to do is a discernment. We haven't got anybody who's good at that for free. So let's, so what we need, 6 if we were going to throw them all over at one go, which we're going to do because we've got this, which we won't be able to do straight away because we'll be out of actions, but, oh, do you know what, did I do? Yes, I did my 3 actions, good. 6 wisdom. So he's got 1, 2, so she's got 5, but I was going to use her for the intercession, so she can't use her. He has 3, so do I have anybody else with 3? Oh yeah, you and you, right, okay. Any alternative to him, because he's good for other stuff? No, okay. Alright, no, it's going to be alright. Okay, so we've got another spiritual one, and that is going to hurt us a bit. However, we've got that to deal with it in just a moment. Let's look at what we do have. Judgmentalism. You can only discern one trouble at a time, basically. This one is attaches to person with the highest resistance. Resistance 0, 3, 2, 2, 3. Oh, 8. It's probably you. She's 7. Right, okay. So the priest becomes demonically possessed. What I'm going to do is put him up there so that I don't forget about the trouble. And it actually exhausts him. So it's like that. Drunkenness. Oh, this is a savage one. So whenever you do anything, it exhausts the people who did it. And then we've still got fear of failure. We've run out of actions on that go. So we're done. It's now the troubles phase. That will cause us 1 point of damage. And that's it. Then we fall down a new one. And then it's the event phase for the new round 3. Powerful allies. Recovery cost of all members is reduced by 1. Okay, nice. Now we proceed as normal. So we get Mary up for free. Then we get 7 points worth of recovery. So what we need is a little bit of wisdom. So let's not bother with these 2 this time. Actually, to be fair, we're going to want faith? No, we're going to want wisdom. The cost of this one is 5. The cost of this one is 7. So 12 altogether. She's got 5. When we put her in for an intercession, she's going to be able to blast both of those. So all we need to do is either just send her in to get rid of judgmentalism, but if we were efficient and we could raise... Oh, wait. Oh, it's a sin, so I could potentially blast that sin with him, and it would exhaust him. But if I could figure out another 7 wisdom, that would have to be on 2 people, then I'd be able to send them to go and deal with that. Let's have a look. So they've got none. He's got 2. Oh, he's got how much? 3. I need 7, so it's not going to be It's not even going to be possible, is it? So in that case, I'll end up using him to blast. Let's just do it now. So we shouldn't actually, really shouldn't, because what I need to do is figure out my 7 points of recovery. So when I've done all that, I'll have one round action left, and I'll probably want to do a bit of outreach. Oh wait, everybody's recovery cost is reduced by 1, so actually I get more. Okay. So I probably want to do an outreach, so I do want these two. So they only need 1 to recover each because they're reduced by 1. So that's only cost me 2 points of the 7. And then looking at outreach, he's good for outreach. So he costs another 2. So that's 4. He's good for outreach. So that's another 2, so that's 6. 6. Let's do her, and that'll be 4. And let's go for that. Oh no, wait, hold on, I wasn't doing. I thought I was doing recovery action. I'm not. 6, so I need. So can I do 1 more? Which is obviously I can't because nobody's 1. So unless I do her, no. That's it. Let's go for that. Oh no, hold on. Because the proselyte's power is that he reduces the strength by 2 wisdom, he could actually contribute effectively 4 to that. Which I mean, he should have 9, so you only need somebody with 3. So yeah, I should bring him up. So my 6, I did him. I did him, didn't I? So let's put him down, bring him up. Okay. Yep. And now now I'm going to do my, okay, so that's recovery. That's the actions phase. Okay. So I've got a choice. I can either use him to blast one of the 7 and then use her to hit the other one, and he'll be exhausted. Alternatively, I can commission him and someone else. So what I was trying to do is avoid him getting exhausted, but do you know what? I think, okay, great. Let's put it back to how it was. Okay, great. So let's go for how we originally planned. Use him. I'm going to blast the expensive one. That's a sin. So I can chuck that away. And then she's going to intercest solo against that, and that gets rid of it. Then, as a side effect, she casts out spirits, and she gets to hit 2 spiritual troubles. So she gets rid of both of those. That releases him. He's still exhausted, and that is 1 action, and we've cleared our troubles thing almost. Okay. That was one of my actions. I've got 1 action left. We're thinking about now, if I use Mary for anything, her gifting is going to unexhaust one of these guys. So that's good. We should do an outreach. Anyway, an outreach. She's 6. Then we chuck in him because he gives us health when we do an outreach. And I was going to use him because he's 4, but now I'm thinking I might use these guys because they are cost less. Yeah. 6, 3, and 3 makes 12. She can unexhaust 1 person. Should I do him or him? Let's do him. Okay, so we're going to go in with 12. So let's see, 2 would be pretty safe. We also don't want to invite millions of trouble, do we? So there's 9 left, there's 4 events. So let's just take it steady, shall we? Um, 12. So I could go for 3 cards, but let's go for this. Activities. All right. Well, it didn't take its full potential, but it does give us these activities, so that's ideal. Discard 1 face down trouble. All right, let's play that now. Goodbye. Share the gospel. Gain 1 outreach action. Nice. So I could play that now. I haven't used 3 actions. What did I do? Intercession, and then I did this. Have I even got a decent sort of team for that? I've got 4, 3. Oh, and I forgot I used him, so I gained 1 health. 4, 3. Can't recover anybody. I could chuck it. Oh, he's got 2. Yeah. Spend this. Gives me a whole other action. 4, 7, 9. Let's go for a slightly risky 2. Yeah, 6. So that does give us a trouble, unfortunately. But we get another card. This one, feed the hungry. Encourage 1 member and add 3 faith to the next outreach. Okay, great. So we use that next time. Pharisee goes into our incoming. This is good. So we haven't seen much play from this yet, but our abilities haven't so far been limited to whom they can help. Well, the Pharisee is good at encouraging or making ready Jewish members. What's good then about this is he can do it to anybody. So make ready somebody up to 5. Alrighty. That was essentially the end of the round because the 3 goes. I drew in the trouble. We blasted a trouble, so that's that. Trouble's phase. Take 2 spirit away. Gain a trouble. New round. Take an event. Oops, wrong button. Okay, what's this? Hearts hardened. Oops, let me go closer for you. Increase the total resistance by 4 on an outreach. So basically, outreach is not favourable this round, but you need to keep going with outreach, so we'll see. The Pharisee comes into the church. We recover Mary. Technically do that later, but recover 6 points worth of people. So I could recover these 3. That would be good if we were going to then pray, which we could do this round. Hold on. Do one of these let me ignore an event? No. Okay. Yeah, so should I pray? Got 6 recovery. I reckon I can afford to pray, actually. And then what would I do? Well, let's just find out what happens with praying. So I'm going to recover these sort of not as strong people. But it means I'll be able to pray with 4 members, including Mary. And Mary can then heal him. Nice. And it means that in effect, we're going to end up with so a minimum of 1 health, but 4 cards. When you think about that. So we put 4 people in and so we take 3, and then you get bonus 1 for Mary. That's why she's so unbelievably powerful. Patience, the gifting. Discard 1 activity to gain 1 action. Okay, and that's a gifting. All right, let's put that on the boy. Intervention. Play now. Each church may remove all sin troubles throughout this round. Okay, so if I can turn these over and they are sin, then they'll get blasted. Make ready 1 member as an additional leader. Nice. Okay, I can do. So we can do that now or anytime. I could play that on the Zealot because he's good for getting sin, or this guy because he's good for outreach and we gain health. When we use him, the outreach to gain 1 health. But then again, if I was to make one of these 2 a leader, they would be able to recover people Yeah, each round. And because she can make ready, so you can make ready up to 5, she can make ready up to 5, so they'd be the same. He's cheaper, so it'd be more efficient to use her. Is that what I want to do, or should I chuck somebody with loads of faith in? Let's use her. She gets made ready. Where'd that miracle go? Miracle gets spent. Why can't I pick it up? Okay. And then let's look at this last one. Each church may remove all spiritual troubles throughout this round. Okay, so these two have come out together, which is interesting. It really incentivizes us to go and turn these over because you've got 2 and 3 chance that they're going to be right. Okay. Turn the thing. Right, let's do something then. Have I got any activities? I do. So this little dude, he's not up at the moment, but I could discard the activity in order to give me an action. And that could be more valuable. Could use him to get him up. Bit of a waste. Okay, what we need to do is turn these over. So we need somebody with 4 wisdom. I could use... Oh no, she's down. He's probably got enough, is he? 3. I've got a single person with 4 because that would be efficient. You've got 2. Is anybody, even the people who are down? She's down. So I could bring her up and then she could do it on her own. Or I could use... Actually, literally everybody's down apart from these 2 recovery people. So they could just recover someone. Okay, you're gonna recover her. She's gonna intercess. Spirit and sin, just exactly what I wanted to see. Goodbye. All right, nice. So that was my second action because I prayed, didn't I? Pray, discern, and now for efficiency, I'll use her to recover someone, and then so recover somebody up to 5. So somebody expensive. Let's bring up the Pharisee because she'll come up and then I can do 2. Yeah, that's right. Alrighty, now they're going to expire because it's the end of the round. Haven't got any troubles. We'll draw down a trouble, and now it's time for the new event on the new round. Okay, this doesn't look good. Great Famine. You cannot use the recovery action. Ooh, that's a bit painful right now. Look at my church. Ooh. Okay, everybody is down, but so what happens is these guys come up anyway, and then we get our standard recovery of due to the health of our church, 7. Okay, so we have to be real careful here. We can still use these 2 people in order to recover. So, and what are we going to want to do? We've got 7 in there, we've got 2 more rounds. Let's see what, hold on, what else have we got in here? Okay, I was just wondering if we can ignore it, but we can't. Okay, but this one lets us ignore trouble, so why don't we get ourselves in trouble and then we can ignore it for a bit. So on that basis, maybe we should use these 2 people to recover some outreachers, or maybe we should pray because the prayer... hold on, I've got something else that can recover, which is this. So that recovers 1 member. So let me just move them around. So these guys can all recover someone. I also get 7 points of recovery. Yeah, so the question was, am I going to do outreach or prayer or what? So actually, if I did an outreach and a prayer, these 2 at least are cheap. So they 2 each. I got 7, so that would leave me with 3. So if I bring him up, let's bring him up because it'll give me a spirit and it'll be good for the future. Okay, so I'm basically prepping these guys for a bit of outreach. And then, yeah, that's good. And then, if I was to, okay, so I'm going to do an outreach. This is going to buff the outreach, but also give me someone back. So someone up to 3. Okay, so who up to 3 should I bring? Somebody with good face. So he's got 3. Oh, he's got 4. So let's bring him up and spend this. I'm not going to put it to one side yet because it's going to remind me that I've got 3. Nice. Now these guys could do their thing. Now if we're going to do a pray action, let's bring him up because he's a good pray person. And let's spend her to bring him up because he's another good pray person. Alrighty. So we're not going to... So that's good. So we slightly mitigated the famine. So let's do an outreach. I wanted to use her, but no, let's keep her for prayer. So let's bring these guys back down. And you're a leader, so you go over there. So we're going to do a prayer with you guys. And probably you. Wait, you've got good faith. No, so my outreach, so let's put the outreach team over here. You and you, yeah. Prayer team. We're going to have 4 on the prayer team. Those guys. Outreach team, so you can be in the outreach team now. And that's it. Nice. Okay, let's do, we might as well do prayer first. Yeah, oh, and you guys get this as well. This is going to be good. Oh, but wait, hold on. If I did pray, yeah, it should be fine. Okay, so we're going to end up with, so we get bonus health from him. We're going to have 1 health anyway, so that's 9. Okay, so you've been dealt with. You recover someone up to 4. Nice. You, in fact, shall I have you or you? No, let's have you because you can recover someone up to 5. So then we can decide later, which is good because there's flexibility to get one or other of those later. You are 4th member and you gain us an extra blessing. Do we happen to be exhausted? No, but if we did, they'd get recovered. So we get 1 from Mary anyway, and then we're left with 3 unspent. Oh, why am I stacking them on top of each other? I'm going to be able to read them, am I? You can see how you start running out of a room on this game with on the table. That's an intervention, that's going to be good. That's a gifting. Okay, so we're buffing ourselves up, but what's this? Divine, let's do that for you. There we go. Divine restoration. Play now. Each church may encourage up to 5 members 1 step. All right, great. So that's going to really help, particularly because we're not allowed to recover. I'm going to deal with that in just a moment. Actually, I should probably do it now because then when I gift up people, I'll know who's up. 5 members. Let's do the most expensive ones first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that is dealt with. And we can give the gifting. So this is gain 3 wisdom to all actions this round. Oh no, I can't put it onto her. I want to, but 3 wisdom. So it'd be good to put it on somebody who's already got a bit of wisdom. Or I could put it on somebody who's really inexpensive. All actions this round. So actually this fires when people are commissioned. So no, I want to put it on somebody who gets commissioned for stuff. Him. Because when he recovers someone, he's also going to fire up some wisdom. Discern 1 face down trouble. Brilliant. That also fires when he's used for something else. So again, we're going to put it on her because she gets used for people's recovery. Although, I didn't bring her up. Let's bring her up instead with that prayer thing. Oh, I could have brought up Mary as well. Yes, I should bring up Mary and put them back down to Potter. Okay, so, and then this is the person, this member gains 3 wisdom. So if I put it onto, no, not him. If I put it onto him, he'll be like really inexpensive, but he'll have 4 wisdom. Actually, is he somebody who can recover people? Yeah, so in a solo game you can use him to recover. So maybe I won't. Maybe I'll put it onto him. He's got 6. Alrighty. Now, it's good that we prayed first, because now Mary's actually back. So we did the pray, but she's one of the ones who was recovered. And so I brought her up, which is nice. Yeah, we're really rolling now. So I could tap her again, bring that up. But let's do that after. So I've got this team who I intended to send, but now I've got Mary. So let's not send the boy. Or actually, maybe let's not send the zealot, because we can hold him around for some sin if it happens. So Mary's going to go on this. And then, yeah. And then the boy and him, he's going to give us that last attack point. Okay. So, 3. Oh, 3 from this. 6, 9, 16, plus 6, 15. 15 is good. So we should go for 3, and that should hopefully be safe. Okay, flip. No, flip. Oh, not you. Okay, what we got? Okay, he is. Oh, I thought he was an 8. No, 7. Oh, so yeah. Undid it. We've got 2 more out. Yeah, it should be alright. Particularly how I think our engine is working right now. Okay, let's chuck him in the incoming. And then, so here's 4 and she was 3, so that's 7, so that's 1 trouble. This says reduce the resistance total by 6 for 1 trouble check. If I spent it now, I could get rid of that, because it comes into my hand and then you do the trouble. Let's just do it. So I end up not having it, basically. I just don't earn it, because I reduce this down to 1. And then so he's back, he's available, that's spent. Okay, under-egged that one, but you know, we're safe, that's what the main thing. We got that, so that's fine. Oh, but we were going to turn it over, weren't we? So at the end of so that's my 2 goes. So I'm going to turn it with her. So I'm going to use her ability to recover people. Somebody expensive. Not Mary, she's 6. Let's look at one of these guys. To discern this, and then it turns out it's a sin. So I can use this guy to blast it. I'm not going to right this second, because its power is you cannot use discern actions. And so until I need to do a discern action, I could just leave him up, because I might be able to use them and get him back, or whatever. Or it might come to the crunch. I need his 4 faith to pull the cards out. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty likely, in fact. Let's draw down. So the Trouble's phase goes by with no damage. Draw down 1. Event phase. Nice. So if we have any exhausted member, which we don't, but we also get to make ready 2 members, which is good. 1, 2, most expensive. Then we recover our leaders anyway. Then we can recover 10 points of people, so literally everybody. Amazing. So we've got the whole church ready for action and healthy. and it's all good. So 2 actions. So it might be worth doing an outreach and a pray. If you can, an outreach and a pray, you know, is just a really great pattern to get into. So just keep looking at my heaven cards, I keep forgetting what they do. Okay, yeah, now I'm fine. So an outreach, what's the best outreach I can put my hands on? 6? Oh no, wait, I want to use it for pray, don't I? But, oh yeah, no, I'm going to do pray first because the pray is potentially going to buff me even more. Although, it's tricky because because everybody's up, if I was to pray and then get one that recovers people, but we did have that one. So let's pray. Yeah, let's pray first. Pray. Actually, you've got decent faith. Pray. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, we want. Actually, some people have got good powers, haven't they? So not you. You. Okay, they're the good power people. So, actually, I didn't need him because I don't need the health. So yeah, we'll use him because he's more expensive. He recovers someone, but again, nobody is actually. Yeah, this is why. Let's do the outreach first, because then at least I can recover someone. I'm just in a really good position. Like I was going to do outreach with him, but I don't need to because I'm full health. Okay. Let's do the outreach. In fact, well, maybe we want to do 2 outreaches and then just get through it. 4. Actually, that's a good idea. Maybe if we just pull 2 cards each time, it will reduce the chance of getting in trouble. Or what if we were to do... Yeah, do 2 cards, put in quite a big number so it's super safe. Save Mary, don't need Mary. Okay, so the Zealot we're considering holding back for later. So he's got 3 faith, he's got 3, let's put him in. So that's an 8. And let's put her in. That makes it 11. So we're going to pull 2 cards. The max you can get is 16, which is, you know, unlikely. Okay, 2 cards. This is the point where we would potentially count how many activities we've seen. In fact, we've seen them all. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 5. Yeah, we've had all of them. So none of them are activities. So the average is potentially slightly higher for what's left. So if we assume it was 6, so I kind of want a bit more. It would be super safe. Let's put. We don't have to worry about. Yeah, okay. Let's use him. Let's pull 2. 4, 6, 10. It's 11, I think, these guys. Oh, they are. No, they're. Oh, yeah. Good, 12. Safe. They pull in 10 though, so that's 1 trouble. Chuck them in there. Okay, but we've got so much health, we're not too much in a worry about that. So let's put these guys back. And actually, yeah, we could bring him up with someone else, so that's fine. Let's now do. Should we pray? Or should we just try and take those last 2? Let's. No, we don't need the health, so let's do the last 2. 6. Yeah, it's 12. Pull in the 2. Alrighty. 3, 7. So 10. So you guys go in there, put on 1 trouble. But the deck is gone, so we've completed our mission. And then we would takes 6, which bursts onto 4, but that's okay. And in fact, we could just, if we were going to mess about, we could use her. She'd discern 1. We could use him to bring her up, to use her again, to discern another 1. In fact, those two could bounce each other back and forth, couldn't they? Now they've got giftings. When you use them, that would give you an extra 3. And then she could bring him up, and they can just discern them all. And then they'd be hitting it with like +6. We don't have any actions, but yeah. And then if she was to go and do a discern, she could knock out those 2 spirits. So our church is properly healthy at this point. You know, we've completed the game, but we're in such a good position that we can create an engine to bring up all our troubles with no actions. We've got somebody who's good at casting out spirits. We're in a really great position. So anyway, let's conclude. That's the end. We've completed the game. We've won. We've still got a round to spare, but we've reached all the people in the world. And that's how you play, and that's how you win the Great Commission strategic card game.